Hey everybody, welcome to another video of vintage TV and radio stuff. It's been a while, but I'm back, and I've got something extra special for you here. This is pretty cool. This is a Panasonic model RQ-A220 stereo radio cassette recorder. It records in regular mode or 3X mode, has an AM/FM radio, cassette player recorder. And the coolest thing about the whole thing is it's not very big. It's as big as a cassette. As you can see, this is a real cassette. And it's just about that size, just a little bit bigger. So let's take a look at the front. First of all, you've got your 3 speakers. Yeah, I know they're little, but they do make some noise, a little bit at least. Tuning knob right next to it, up on the upper left. Then your AM/FM tuning bands right there. And on the right, you've got the norm and the 3X record mode. It records 3 times slower than it should. And this is primarily for dictation purposes, probably, something like that. Because the sound quality isn't very good. If you're going to record something of high quality, you want to put it on the normal setting. 3X just saves your tape, obviously, as far as the amount of stuff you can record on cassette tape. All right, on the top you've got a off and then AM/FM selection switch. Off is also the tape function. You have your standard cassette record, play, stop, rewind, and fast forward. You've got a pause lever there. You can just kind of slide that off there and it will pause the tape. And then on the far right next to the little strap there, you've got a selection for your antenna, either a normal one or city selection. So I'm assuming the city probably doesn't do as good a job as the other one as far as getting faraway signals. I don't know what this uses for an antenna. It's got to be just something inside the device itself. And from what I've experienced, the reception not real good down here in the basement anyway, and it's especially not so hot on this particular radio. But we'll listen to it and see what happens. Okay, on the left side you've got a microphone, nice sizable looking microphone there. There's a plug for a stereo mic, the volume control, and a headphone jack. And then on the right side you've got a selection for where the output comes for the audio. You've got a speaker selection. You can flip it down in the middle for headphones, and then the bottom one is with extra bass through the headphones, plus a 3-volt DC jack for DC power if you want to go that route. Otherwise it operates on 2 AA batteries, and you put them right on the bottom right there. And on the back is where the cassette goes. You just pop it open by hand, put your cassette in upside down because the heads are on the top, and there you go. Okay, let's flip it over to the FM band on the little selector thing up here and see if we can get anything. As you can hear, it's pretty fuzzy.
Mix 96 forecast details are brought to you.
Tomorrow, Water Corporation for
It's not too bad.
.124 will be the final. They're just wrapping things up there on Fox.
So that'll set up Michigan.
So it does crank out. I mean, if you can, you know, not too bad. All right, so that's the FM. There might be one station we can get around here, as you know, if you watch my videos. Yeah, okay. Well, yeah, some FM stations come in pretty good. And as you heard, it does make some noise. Not necessarily real good noise, but what do you want with, you know, the size of these speakers? Let's move on and go ahead and hit play, because I believe I've got the Led Zeppelin album in here. Okay, not great at all, but I think it's because this cassette has a slipped pad. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's kind of off of the edge there. Let me grab something else here, a different cassette, and we'll see if that sounds any better. Alright, I'm back, and I have the ever popular Harry Potter cassette that I've used in the past. So I'm going to pop that in and see if I can get a slight bit more fidelity out of this. Okay, nothing there. Let's check the fast forward and rewind while we're at it.
Middle of the field, waiting for the two teams, her broom in her hand. Now, I want a nice, fair game.
Alright. Yeah, it does sound a little cleaner when you've got a properly aligned cassette with a nice pad on it like this one. Alright, so the cassette deck works pretty good. Now, let's go to the other things it can do. It can record off the radio. Okay, I'm going to put a blank cassette in, and we're going to see if it records off the radio. Pop that in, turn the radio on, and hit play and record. Let it do its thing for a while here. Of course, with the reception being what it is, I'm not sure why you would want to record something off this particular radio, but you can. And I'm assuming if you're outside or you're upstairs and you're some big radio stations, you can probably record all kinds of good stuff on this thing and enjoy your favorite music. And there it is. So yes, it does record off the radio. Nice. Alright, now let's try something different here. I mentioned earlier the regular function and the 3x function. Let's flip it to 3x. And go back to the radio again. And now, see how slow it's going? I mean, that's pretty slow. That's the speed when it's 3x. Now, I don't know if you can flip the regular and 3x at the same time, while you're recording or not. Look at that. Sure you can. Look at that. Now you're on 3x. Now you're on regular. So, that's kind of neat. Like I said, I wouldn't recommend, recording music like that, but you can certainly do that if you want. Of course, you also have the microphone. So let's give that a try. Let's rewind this a little bit. And there's the examples when I was flipping from normal to 3x. Let's just record. We're on the normal one now. I'll tap the microphone. Tap, tap, tap. As you can tell, you can't barely hear me at all because I'm a good 1.5 feet away from that microphone. However, you can use an external microphone. I just so happen to have one, and it just so happens to be one of the old-fashioned Panasonic ones. So I'm going to plug in this microphone right here, and you can't see this right now, but there it is. Okay. I will hit record play again. And now I'm talking right into the microphone, the external microphone in this case, and we're going to see if this works.
External microphone in this case, and we're going to see if this works.
Okay, you can barely hear it. So let me turn this volume up a little bit. Rewind it a little more.
And we're going to see if this works. Microphone in this case, and we're going to see if this works.
Wow, scratchy, but it does work. Now let me just try this one more thing here of this. As you can tell, you can kind of hear when you rewind and fast forward.
Microphone in this case. The external microphone in this case.
Okay, the pause works.
And we're going to see if this works.
Well, the pause works too. All right, I think I've run this through its paces as far as what it can do, and this particular unit seems to be working just fine in all respects. I mean, it is what it is. The FM AM reception is bad down here to begin with, like I've said before, and I'm sure it'll be a bit better in a place where you can get a better reception. But it does everything it's supposed to do, and it is in stereo because I did plug in the headphones earlier and listen to some Led Zeppelin in stereo, so that works pretty cool too. These are on sale on eBay for various prices, pretty high, in the 60s and 70s. There's not a lot of them around apparently. I found this at our local thrift store and paid $5. So there you go. I couldn't pass this up, obviously, for $5, whether it worked or not, and it does. Once again, it's the Panasonic RQ-A220 stereo radio and cassette recorder, made by Panasonic, probably back in the early 2000s. That's what I can estimate. I don't have an exact date on this, so it's not exactly vintage, but I don't think they made a lot of these for very long. So they might be, pretty valuable, I guess. I don't know. We'll find out. I might throw it on eBay and see what happens. That's our video for today. If you have any comments, leave them below. Like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we will have more vintage TV radio stuff on a semi-regular basis on the way in just a few. Thanks for watching.